I just arrived at the Incheon Airport Seoul in South Korea, and this is my first time in this country. It was a long journey from my hometown in Germany until I arrived here in Seoul, and my first impression is this airport is beautiful. I think I've never seen flowers in a big hallway in the airport.
폭도에 꽃이 가득한 공항이라니 유럽에서는 보기 힘든 풍경이라 이 독일 여행자도 완전히 반한 모양이에요. 근데 입국 심사줄만 1시간 반이라니 그만큼 서울을 찾는 사람이 많다는 뜻이겠죠?
Okay, first mission when you arrive in a new country is you need money. So we're trying to find an ATM where I can get the Korean won, I think is the correct currency. And yeah, as I said, first impressions, very good. Beautiful airport, very clean. But I think this was the longest immigration line I've ever had during traveling. I've waited for like 1.5 hours, which doesn't sound that much, but the line was very, very big. Okay, so walking around a bit, I found the ATMs. And let's see if we can get some money here. So let's insert the card first. Hopefully we can change to English. So the first ATM didn't work. And now I need to find another one. Hopefully this one works. Alright, so I asked this friendly guy and he said a few meters in the other direction is another one, so let's try this one. And I think I just found them. So let's try this one. This one is Hana Bank and the other one is, oh no, let's try Hana Bank. Alright, so let's choose English. Alright, so let's put a card in. And hopefully we can switch to English. Sometimes it's a bit confusing. Okay, so continue. Global services and English. Oh, nice. You can also see there's German, my first language. So after a few tries, I finally got some money. And it's always a bit difficult to say when you come into a new country how much money you want to get in the first place. So it took about 100,000 Korean won, which is about $70. And I think it's enough for the first days.
낯선 나라에서는 ATM 하나 찾는 것도 큰 도전인데 이 여행자는 오히려 이 과정을 즐기는 눈치예요. 한국 대중교통 시스템, 외국인들이 생각보다 훨씬 편리하다고 놀라는 부분이기도 하죠.
Alright, so after we got the money, the next mission is to find the train to go to Seoul City. So we are just going to follow Airport Railroad. Hopefully there we can find the trains to Seoul City. I need to say it's always a bit challenging to come first time into a new country, to a new big airport. You need to find the ATM, maybe they're not working sometimes. Then you need to find the train. You need to find the correct train to your hotel. And then there are also a lot of people who want to do the exact same as you. So sometimes it can be a bit challenging, but important is doing the things step by step. And we also need to find a team money card. I don't know if someone's been to Japan and they know the Suica card. It's exactly the same. It's like a prepaid card for traveling with buses and the trains. All right, so everything is set. We got our team money card. It looks very funny. It looks like this. But I also think you could change the design a bit, but yeah, very funny. And it's very simple. You put money on this card and then you can pay with this card when you take a train or a bus. Very simple. And also one thing I have to say, it's always a pleasure to come in any Asian country because the people are so friendly. There was this friendly man who showed me where I can buy this card, how I can charge the card, and he was there during the whole process.
티머니 카드 하나로 버스, 지하철 다 해결되는 거 외국인 입장에선 꽤 신기한 시스템이에요. 게다가 카드 사는 법부터 끝까지 도와준 친절한 한국 사람 이야기. 여행자들이 한국을 다시 찾는 이유 중 하나죠.
So and now there are basically two options to take the train into the city. There is the all-stop train. It's the blue one, it looks like this. So this train basically have more stops, so it needs a bit longer to come to the city of Seoul. But there is also an express train. It's the orange one, and there's no stop. So you drive directly from the airport to Seoul Station. And I think we will take this one, even if it costs a bit more. So we have a small change in the plan. We don't take the express train because this one's coming in like 30 minutes and it's a bit too late. We're taking the all-stop train. It maybe takes a bit longer, but this one drives like every 10 minutes. So this one's perfect for the situation. Okay, so I just checked in my hotel and I must say this area is really busy. I don't know which part of Seoul I am, but it's very busy. In the following days, we will go to several markets, and I think there we can get the real authentic Korean food. But yeah, you see, this area is very busy. And we have like 8:30 p.m. and it's a weekday. You can find a lot of street food over here, good restaurants.
평일 저녁 8시 반에도 사람들로 북적이는 거리. 서울의 밤은 낮 못지않게 활기차다는 걸 보여주는 장면이에요. 도쿄, 오사카 밤 문화를 좋아했던 이 여행자도 서울에서 비슷한 매력을 느끼기 시작한 것 같네요.
And I have to say, I love this typical big city vibe here in parts of Asia. Last year I was 2 times in Japan and I love Tokyo and Osaka at night. And you can already feel Seoul is gonna be like Tokyo or like Osaka. Big city, big lights, a lot of people and beautiful. And I love stuff like this. I just randomly found an alpaca bakery. How funny is this? I don't know why exactly it's called alpaca bakery because the stuff does not look like an alpaca. Good morning from Seoul, and I think I found something very interesting. It's the first time I see something like this. It's a only zero store. And the concept behind the stores is everything in here has either zero sugar or zero added sugar or has 0 calories. It's very interesting because in my home country in Germany, we don't have stores like this.
무설탕, 제로 칼로리 제품만 모아놓은 매장이 통째로 있다는 거. 유럽에서는 흔치 않은 개념이라 이 여행자도 눈이 휘둥그레졌어요. 게다가 24시간 무인 운영인데도 깔끔하게 유지되는 걸 보면 진짜 미래형 편의점처럼 느껴졌을 것 같아요.
We also have products with 0 sugar or 0 calories, but you can find them just in normal supermarkets, and there are not whole stores with this concept. So for example, you can find some milk drinks with 0 sugar, unsweetened with almond. Here is something with strawberries, also 0 added sugar, and with 20 grams of protein. Here are some normal soft drinks, also with 0 sugar. And you also can find some ice cream with 0 sugar. Very interesting. Also some chips. And the store is also 24/7 opened, and there are completely no workers here. So it means you just grab the things and do a self-checkout. Here's the station for paying. And I think I like the concept of a store with products with 0 sugar or 0 calories, because I think if you're like a very sporty person or you go to the gym or do other sports and you're on the way home or to the training and you can come into a store like this and grab something you like, I think it can be very useful. What do you think about stores like this?
오늘 하루만 봐도 서울이라는 도시가 얼마나 촘촘하게 돌아가는지 느껴지지 않나요? 무인 ATM부터 티머니 카드, 그리고 24시간 무인으로 돌아가는 제로슈거 편의점까지. 외국인 눈에는 하나하나가 다 새로운 발견이었어요. 서울의 첫날은 이렇게 마무리됐는데 다음 날에는 진짜 한국 시장에서 정통 한국 음식을 맛본다고 하니 기대되지 않나요? 여러분이라면 이 무인 제로슈거 매장 한번 가보고 싶으신가요? 댓글로 알려주세요.